I'm filming with my front camera this time, guys, because I need to keep track of how long I'm talking. Last time I talked for like over an hour and I had to condense it to 15 minutes. That was crazy. Hey guys! I'm used to looking over here because that's where the camera was when I need to look over there. I need chapstick. Hold on. My computer's gonna die. I'm scared to talk too loud and people will be listening. Looking in the wrong direction, guys. Just please, like, just forgive me, okay? I'm just a girl. Anyways, today's video, a lot of people have requested it, and by a lot of people I mean people who know me. People who know me IRL have asked for this, and I've mentioned it in my videos, but now I have a whole video dedicated to this and I'm excited. I'm just scratching the surface with this, y'all. I'm just scratching the surface and I'm just gonna give you all some stories. Maybe one day I'll dive into it deeper because there's a lot. It's layered. Yeah, today we are going to be talking about my Walmart horror stories. If you've ever been a Walmart employee, guys, shit is scary as hell. Shit is scary as hell. I think regardless of the length of time you work there, you change as a person, and it's not all in a good way. I started working at Walmart. When did I start working there? Like summer of 2021, I think. I got hired. It was like the weekend before the 4th of July, so I was super busy at the store. And yeah, my first day there, they threw me on a register. 4th of July weekend, so it was really busy. A lot of hot dogs and hamburgers and watermelons. Have I done an intro? I just did an intro. I'm here to talk about my Walmart horror stories. There's a lot. Yeah, I worked there for 2 years. The reason why I quit, being there made me so unbelievably sad. And nothing on the people I worked with. I enjoyed the majority of the people. I enjoyed a few of the people I worked with, of course, but not all of them. And also just being there, I don't know if it's because I was there for so long and like some of the memories attached to the place made me uncomfortable, but I had to get out of there. And putting in my 2 weeks notice was one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Anyways, let's just dive in. I'm going to start with a milder story and then we'll progress. Like I said, this is just scratching the surface, guys. Maybe I'll make another part, maybe a podcast in the future. You guys let me know. So I love how part of my wall is like ripped. Hold on. Part of my wall is ripped. Guys, that's because I put a sticker on there and the sticker ripped my wall off. Which is kind of concerning because I have a lot of stickers. That's just gonna be in the back because I just hate that there's like that like ripped up wall right there. This is a more milder story, but I just think it's hilarious. Not really, but anyways. My grandmother had cancer. Really sad, actually really sad time. And her first day of chemotherapy, I was driving to work and I was like, let me look at my phone at a red light, which guys, do not text and drive. Shit's scary. That shit's scary. I don't know how people do that. Like full on, like, what are you doing? Like, what is that important that you need to be on your phone while you're driving as well? Is there a hair in there, guys? What's you guys tell me? Is there a hair in there? Yeah, but I checked my phone at the red light. I see my mom mentioning my grandmother having chemotherapy for the first time ever. Tears. They start just like gush. I had no control over that shit. Anyways, I get to the parking lot. I'm like trying to calm myself down. Guys, that shit does not work. I go into work and I'm like, hey guys, and I'm like shaking and visibly I've just been crying. And they're like, what's wrong? I tell them. I go to the bathroom. I try to wipe the tears from my eyes. I come out. I still, you can clearly tell I've been crying for a hot second. I go back to my managers. Okay, are you good now? Can you hop on register 5 for us? So then I have to hop on a register. I'm like sobbing, low-key still, and I'm like, all these customers. I'm telling them their price, and they're looking at me like, does she need something? Is she okay? No, I wasn't. I just thought that was interesting because seeing someone crying and then saying, are you good? And will you hop on register 5 is absolutely crazy to me, but whatever. Another thing that happened there pretty frequently, the time I worked there, the power went out maybe 6 different times. Not really, but it was pretty frequently. Like, if I had $1 for the amount of times the power went out, I'd have some good pocket change. I could buy something nice at maybe the dollar store, but, yeah, the power went out pretty frequently. I don't know what that was about. I just think it's funny to mention because is Sam Walton not paying his bills? Why is the power going out? Yeah, another thing I did. Oh, maybe I should say what I did. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I was just a cashier. I did the money services. I did the register. That's cashier. I did the self-checkout. I did returns. I think that's it. Never closed. Thank fucking God. I don't think I could have handled that, like, mentally, physically, emotionally. If I had to close fucking Walmart, like, do a closing shift at Walmart, I wouldn't have lasted. That would have been scary. Like, I'm thinking about it and I'm, like, kind of shaking in my boots a little bit. One time when I was at the self-checkout, I was doing my little job. I'm walking back and forth and I'm hiding in the corner because I was texting and I didn't want to get my fucking ass chewed for it. So I was walking and there's this little spot where no one can really see you and I was texting. But it's also where customers check out. This lady keeps looking back at me, right? I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still on my phone texting it up. My friend comes over, I'm talking to her, and this other coworker comes over and he's like doing the trash. This lady turns at all of us, starts screaming, yelling, saying, "You think I'm stealing?" I'm over here like, I'm scared. I was like, no, because genuinely none of us thought that. Like, I was just talking to my friend and the other dude was kind of just trying to do his job. She wanted our names and everything, and then she threw this big fit, and then they left. Finally, it was her and her husband. Guys, if they leave once, don't get too happy, because I swear to God, the amount of times a customer has left and then 5 minutes later came right back in is absurd. It's absurd and it's embarrassing for them, honestly. And 5 minutes later, her husband comes in. He's on the phone with corporate. Guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I probably got corporate called on me maybe a couple times when I worked there, and they do not give a fuck. Yeah, you think you're doing something by calling them, they do not care. The problem's not gonna get solved no matter what you do. The man came in, he's asking for our names. I was a minor at the time. I was like 17, I believe. 16, 17. And I was like, let me get away from the situation, to which I did. I hid, and then like my manager had to talk to her, and then she eventually, well, her husband, and then they eventually went away. But I was so scared. I was scared to see those people again. There's another instance. This man yelled at me because he thought I thought he was stealing. Guys, now I'm angry because my phone just ran out of storage. Anyways, another instance that happened again. This Andrew Tate MF comes into the store, and I see he's trying to ring up like Dr. Pepper maybe, and he's struggling to find the barcode, and I'm watching him and I'm about to ask, "Hey, do you need some help?" Guys, this man got really mad at me. Actually, he was really pissed, and he quite literally had to switch with someone, right? When I switched with the man working the self-checkout. The Andrew Tate looking MF is like, "Hey, come here." And the man, my coworker, comes over there. He said, "Someone needs to get that blue haired guy," because I had blue hair at the time also. He said, "Someone needs to get that blue haired watching me like I'm stealing." Babe, not think you were stealing. I just thought you were fucking dumb as hell. I just thought you were dumb and couldn't figure out how to scan some goddamn soda. If you were stealing, I'm gonna be really honest. If you were stealing, I kind of don't care. Yeah, if you're stealing, I don't care that much, King. I really don't. Like, they don't pay me more, they don't pay me less if you steal. Yeah, another thing. A lot of people came into the store thinking I was Hispanic, which I do not have an issue with. But one time, this white man, I believe, he was like, "Are you from Puerto Rico? Are you Puerto Rican?" I said, "No." He said, "What are you? Where are you from?" Guys, age-old question. "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Well, I've lived here my whole life." He was like, yeah, but. Guys, let me just say this up right now. For the people who don't know me, I'm mixed. How to get more phone storage. I was saying, so I'm just going to kind of start over, and then with the magic of editing. Yeah, this man asked me, where are you from? I said, I've lived in Tennessee my whole life. He said, no. I'm like, where are you from? Anyways, yeah, but, guys, don't get me confused. I'm not just white. I'm white and black. I'm a mixed breed. This isn't about Walmart, but one time in 7th grade, we watched Napoleon Dynamite. And if you've ever seen Napoleon Dynamite, at the end, Kip and, I can't remember her name, LaFauna, but they get married. The kid who sat behind me in class not yelled, but he said,
"Ew! Mixed babies."
Guys, I was sitting right in front of him, and the teacher kicked him out. One time I had a man say, that English sounds good on you. At the time, I thought, what a weird compliment to give someone. And then I mentioned it to someone else, and they were like, girl. I guess he thought I don't know what he thought I was, but he said, oh, well, I can probably assume. I feel like I get Hispanic a lot. One time I had a customer, and he was speaking to me in Spanish, and I was just like, oh, no. And he thought I was saying no to what the question he was asking. And I was like, no, I don't. And then his son was like, Dad, dude, she, like, doesn't speak Spanish. And then the dad went, oh, and it was really like embarrassing for everybody. Another story. This is random, guys. I'm forgetting all this stuff I should have wrote down earlier. One time a man went through my line, and he was complaining about his 40-year-old son who still lives at home and who, like, doesn't do anything around the house. I'm gonna make him use this mop, and I'm gonna make him carry all the stuff inside the house. And something about the mop and cleaning the floor. And then before he left, he said, would you want to marry my son? And keep in mind, I was maybe 17, and I was like, no. Even if I was no, you just told me how he's a lazy bum. I was like, no. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, are you married? And I was like, why can men not tell how old someone is? Let's discuss. But yeah, he was like, are you married? And I was like, no. And the lady in the line behind him was kind of like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I'm a little scared. Eventually the man left after I had to be like, no, girl, like, please leave me alone. I'm not married, and I don't want to marry your bum ass fucking son. I'm sure somebody will take him. No, really weird. And the lady who was behind him, when she came up to me, she was like, that was so scary. And I was like, yeah, it was actually terrifying. Speaking of terrifying, this is a great segue to my next part. Guys, this is the juicy story, in my opinion. Guys, like I said previously, I do not give a fuck if people steal or not. I'm gonna be so honest. Sorry if you're one of my Walmart coworkers, if you're the manager and you're watching me. Guys, I'm not putting my life in danger. Not my job. I guess I could tell somebody if I think someone's stealing, which I guess maybe a couple times I did. But guys, I'm not putting my life in danger because I think somebody stole some hand cream. Someone stole a candle. I don't give a I don't care. Yeah, so one time though, I guess I was feeling a little ballsy. These ladies were definitely under some sort of influence. Not a good one. And they didn't ring up. They had this like big thing in their buggy. Maybe it was like a tent or some sort of big ass tarp. They had it in their buggy, and I was like, I don't remember them scanning that. So I told the door lady, I was like, hey girlie, when you see them, please check the receipt. Guys, do I look a little fake and not real? Yeah, I was like, hey, door lady, these people are a little sus. And she was like, okay, I will check. She checked their receipt when they got to the door. Guys, they did not scan the big thing. They scanned 2 of the small things. So they got, they had to go back to the service desk and pay, like get the refund for the one thing that they rung out twice and then pay for the correct thing. Keep in mind while they're doing this one lady's staring at me hella. I'm like, this is weird. Like, she's like she knew I was a snitch. Swear to God, I swear she knew. Flash forward a couple of weeks later, I'm standing on register 5, which ties back to the first story I told you all. But register 5. 5 is typically my good number. 5 is my favorite number. 5 is my lucky number. But flash forward a couple weeks later after the lady incident, I'm standing at register 5, scanning stuff. It's pretty busy, I would say. But all of a sudden, I hear some person in my ear, and they're like, oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm at Walmart on I don't know what day it was, but if I'm at Walmart at any time, I'm pissed too. Like, I can't blame them. And then they go away. And then I hear it come back up again. ooh, I'm so pissed. Ooh, I'm so pissed. And I'm like, what the is going on? Eventually, I get to do a little turnaround. None other than the lady who I snitched on the other day for not ringing up her item. Guys, this shit was terrifying. Guys, like, I'm so scared speaking of the story. I'm like shaking. Whenever she's pissed, she could be pissed about anything. Then she comes up, guys. Not comes up, but she's all up in my ear. And she's like, I'm gonna do it. Ooh, I'm gonna do it. I'm so mad. And I was like, oh my God. She's gonna kill me! I'm so scared, guys. I'm actually shaking my boots and I'm just trying to pretend like I'm normal and I'm ringing up the customers and I'm like, hey, how are you today? But I'm genuinely shaking and I can't ring stuff up because I'm shaking so bad because I thought I was gonna lose my life. And all honestly, I thought, like, this is my last day. I'm gonna die in a Walmart. Like, all these things are bad. I keep hearing this. She came up like maybe 2 or 3 more times and she was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, please, like, can I not have a customer for a second so I can text someone? Like, hey, love you, bye. If I die, please check the Walmart security cameras. I was so scared. And then eventually, I hear her come up one last time and she goes, oh, it's not worth it. Oh, it's not worth it. And I'm thinking, yes, Lord, that shit is not worth it. That is not worth it. Please stop. Please stop. Eventually, I stopped hearing all that yapping in my goddamn ear. And I got the chance to look to the side. And thankfully, she was gone. But I can't express how scary of an experience that was for me. Like, maybe it seems mild, guys, but it was terrifying. I genuinely thought I was gonna die. Imagine you just snitched on a few weeks ago for stealing is all up in your ear talking about she's so pissed and she's gonna do it. Guys, think about this. Like, put yourself, you're on register 5 up and yap in your ear. You'd be scared too. But yeah, after that, I did see that girl in the store. I will always remember her face because I thought I was gonna die because of her. But yeah, I kept seeing her in the store and she eventually, I guess, like, stopped making the correlation. Like I said, under some sort of influence, so maybe the memory went away. That was probably the scariest thing. Actually, not the scariest thing. The scariest thing in my whole time working at Walmart was when I got groomed. But guys, I'm edging you, and that's for a later date. You don't get to know the story today. Edging. Can I say that on YouTube, guys? Yeah. Guys, I watched Saltburn, and y'all, yeah. Saltburn is basically, it was like I was watching an hour. How long is Saltburn? Yeah, it's 2 hours and 7 minutes. It was like a Jacob Elordi edit for an hour and a half, which, don't get me wrong, I loved that. But the other 30 minutes, guys, was pure chaos, and I just got a flashback from one scene in the movie, and guys, the dude who plays Oliver, y'all, what possessed him to do that in the graveyard? If you've seen the movie. I don't want to give too many spoilers. I'll put in my Letterboxd review because I thought it was funny. Guys, that was a crazy ass movie. This is a little, okay, this story is my last story, guys. Sorry. Aww. Comment down below if you want more, maybe? Comment down below if you want more. Comment down below if you want more. Guys, so, this is my last story to tell. This was a little bit, I think this was one of my contributing factors of just like, let me leave. Like, I need to leave this place. Okay, guys, anyways, this is my last horror story to end the video because I'm actually genuinely running out of phone storage and I don't know how to fix that problem. So if you guys, seriously, please comment down below and let me know. And if you want me to keep making videos, like, maybe give it a like. Give this video a like if you wish I had more phone storage. Anyways, guys, I've seen the new subscribers and I want to eat you up because you all are so good and perfect. Okay, so this is my last horror story because I kind of get a little drained talking about working there, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this man came up clearly annoyed. I could already tell, and I was like, ooh, he's gonna be a bad one. He says, hey, I'm here to pick up money. I say, hey, do you have the reference number? He says, hey, I don't need it. I say, hey, I'm the one working here, and I'm pretty sure you do. No, I'm kidding, but I was like, yeah, you do need it. You do need it. And he was like, you can't look up it up by my name. I said, no, if I could, I'd be asking for your name, not the reference number. He was like, well, I don't have it. I said, well, you can call the person who's sending you the money and ask if there's a reference number on the receipt. He said,
get me a manager.
And guys, if you've worked retail at any point in your life, you know you can tell when someone comes up on the level of annoyed that they are, that they're gonna ask for a manager, right? Yeah, if you've ever, guys, I'm sorry that like it's gonna be like me over here, me over there. Guys, my phone, I have no storage. If you've ever worked retail, you know, you can tell when someone's about to come up and ask for a manager. And I knew the second this dude walked up, he had that look. So him saying, "Go get me your manager," was hilarious. And sometimes I can't control the things that my face does. I proceed to laugh in this grown man's face and say, okay. As to which he was already pissed, and that just added more fuel to his fire. He starts going absolutely insane. Anyways, I got my manager, and she told him the exact same thing that I was saying to him, yet he was nicer. He then said that I needed to be put in check maybe or something along those lines, which is crazy to say to just some teenage girl trying to do her goddamn job. And guys, that was horrible, but the customers in line behind him did back me up and say that I was a good person and that he just came up and was being a dick. Talk about someone having a bad day and taking it out on others. But yeah, laughing in his face might have not been the right thing, but guys, some people need to know, hey, I'm laughing at you. I think that's all my horror stories that I can fit in because, again, I have no storage. And also, comment down below if maybe you want a part 2. Guys, the Walmart horror stories do not end here. There's like a multitude, and I can ask my friends if there's some things that they remember that I forgot because I try not to remember such traumatic times. But anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. I love talking to you all. Except it's like a one-sided relationship. I do a lot of talking. Who's talking back? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And turn on that little bell. If you wanna see my face pop up on your phone as a notification, hit that little bell. I gotta go before my phone cuts me off, so